Okay, here's a video about the electrical panel. So the big one is going to get moved and be in the center, and then this one is going to get moved around the corner onto the wall. And we already talked about how to properly center that. I have Ed, the electrician, here, and he was going to mention something about the 360-degree rule.
Yes, on a conduit run, from opening to opening, you're allowed 360 degrees of turn. And I expect that if the existing conduit run is taken all the way over there from the service box on the outside, you're going to readily exceed 360 degrees of turn. And so Gordon and I have talked about different solutions to that problem, and I'm sure that this can be worked out. But with the existing conduit run just simply relocated to the other wall, it will exceed 360 degrees of turn, so that needs to be worked out.
Okay, and just to jump ahead, there's a variety of different ways of doing it. Some of them involve cutting through the foundation and new trenching part way out, a variety of things like that. What we are coming up with as our best solution, or least expensive, is when this conduit is moved exactly to here, because this box is moved to the center. Okay. Of course, this wall's being changed as we discussed. A 12 by 12 pull box would be put right here, and so that conduit can come up. And once you're in a box and you get to pull it out and go back in, you get a new 360 degrees, which will be certainly more than we need to get into this room and go up to the wall in the apartment. Now, once those boxes are put in place and they have a very flat, flush, painted any color cover panel to the box, has to be exposed, cannot be covered by drywall. Doesn't mean you can't do stuff in this area, it's just you cannot cover it in drywall. And so we would, in the utility room, have a little panel down there. So if that is okay, we'll move forwards. We won't begin moving forwards until we hear back from you. If, however, that's not okay, here's some of the more expensive options. That'd be in this trench where we've already used up some degrees of conduit move coming down the main panel and over, and okay. We about here angle off at a 45, cutting through the worst rock we found yet, and get directly underneath where the panel for the new panel for the apartment. So now that 45 is coming over here, let's just pretend that panel, this one's not in the correct spot. Pretend it was. Now that we're digging underground, now we have to come up inside this wall. So we punch through solid sandstone blocks, not too tough, and through some solid concrete that we've poured to get down under the ground to that trench. What we can't do is come all the way to this side of the conduit, of the concrete foundation, which is what we did underneath here, because we just don't have enough 365 degree left to do that. But we could, I say basically cut through concrete, and we got jackhammers and we got time, and if somebody has the money, it's not that expensive, we can just come up here. Or we put that little pull box right there, and we have a brand new 360 degree run to be able to just come over here and come up. Matter of fact, when we come out of that box, there's plenty of room, not plenty, but there's room under here on top of all of the concrete foundation to bring the conduit over and up and get nowhere near 360. We're just basically making a 180 degree loop with, a little shuffle over on a, so we'll be fine there. So I just wanted to give you those options, and we'll talk later.